Hey guys, so today's video, as you can probably tell, is all about skincare. This is going to go through my basic skincare routine for oily skin and how to keep it under control, stay acne free, basic stuff like that. So here's a quick view of all the stuff I'm going to be reviewing, talking about, etc. So, for the first thing I am going to talk about is things I use to take off makeup once I've gone through the day, and these are Neutrogena makeup removing wipes. I have two kinds. There's a basic makeup remover cleansing towelettes and the oil-free cleansing wipes, pink grapefruit anti-acne. So, as you can probably tell, this looks a little more beat up than the oil-free cleansing wipes. I've been using these longer, but I have recently started using these, and I'll tell you why. So, I like these cleansing towelettes really more for taking off eye makeup. They're very gentle, they work very well on taking off eye makeup. They get pretty much all of it off, eyeshadow, eyeliner, mascara, and it's very gentle. It doesn't sting your eyes at all. But one thing I noticed is that if I used it all over my face as kind of to take off like my foundation, blush, etc., it left like a sticky residue, and I didn't really like it as much, so I started using the oil-free cleansing wipes for like my foundation, blush, whatnot. And I like them a lot. They smell really nice, they're good for acne, they don't leave any kind of residue, they take off the makeup, and they leave your skin feeling really nice and clean and fresh. But they do sting your eyes if they try to take off any eye makeup. So I use this pack for taking off eye makeup, and this for taking off foundation. So that's how I take off all of my makeup before I start washing my face. I'll move these back. Now afterwards, you're going to have to cleanse your face, and I use Neutrogena oil-free acne wash. I'm almost out of it actually. So it is a very good cleanser. It is also exfoliating. It has little exfoliating beads in it to keep your skin smooth. Although some people with dry skin have not enjoyed this as much, they claim it dries out their skin a lot. So I would recommend using a good moisturizer with this. It smells amazing. That's definitely a plus. It's nice to use. You can just rub it on your face with your hands, or sometimes some people use washcloths. They put a little bit on a washcloth and clean their face by using that. So nice cleanser, does what it says, very good at keeping away acne. So after you use a cleanser, it's always good to use a toner. And I have two of these, once again. And one is really more of a toner, and that's Neutrogena Acne Stress Control. It's a triple action toner to clear skin of acne, remove oil and shine, and to soothe skin. Now I've used this for a long time, but I recently switched over, and I'll tell you why. This is very good at keeping away acne. If you have any specific spots on your face that break out a lot, I would recommend using this. However, if you're not used to using it, it can make your face very red, and some people say it irritates their face. So mixed results really with different types of people. Another thing, it says that it is supposed to control oil and shine. Maybe this is just me, but it almost felt like it made my face shinier. So in some cases it caused kind of red skin, shinier skin, but it was very good at getting rid of acne, so I'll say that. So I've moved on from this toner. I don't really use it anymore unless I have any specific areas that are really broke out. I now use witch hazel as my toner, which some people use it for bug bites and cuts, but it's also very good for facial cleansing. And I know what you're thinking. You're just like, oh, witch hazel, what's that? That sounds kind of freaky. Don't really know if I want to be using that on my face. And it does have 14% alcohol, so I would not use this if you have dry skin. But I can say that it is really good for acne. Not quite as good as the Neutrogena Acne Stress Control, but still very good. It definitely doesn't break you out, or at least it hasn't broken me out, so if that's a concern, it doesn't do that. It is really soothing. Like, you wouldn't expect it to be, but it just leaves your skin feeling kind of cool and soft, so I do like it a lot. Very nice. One thing people that will probably complain about is if you're not used to the smell, it's gonna be pretty strong. So I'll warn you about that before you use it. But you'll get used to it, and it's actually not that bad after you've smelled it for a while. So good toner, I really enjoy this. And the Acne Stress Control is better for serious acne. So after I've applied a toner, I'm going to split off into two sections here because I use different moisturizers during the day than I do at night. And the two I sometimes switch off with during the day are both mattifying moisturizers to keep shine down. The first one I'm going to look at is Formula 10.0.6 Seriously Shine Free Mattifying Oil Free Moisturizer. Here it is there. It's a nice moisturizer. It doesn't dry out the skin, and it does keep your face matte. Not really to an extreme level, but it definitely helps with shine control. It moisturizes your skin, it says what it does. So overall, a nice daily use moisturizer. If you want something a little more extreme to keep shine away, we got this as a sample size in our February glam bags to all my glam subscribers. I recommend X Out Shine Control Oil-Free Formula Moisturizer. It is very hardworking. It definitely keeps away shine. But one thing that happened when I used it was in certain areas of my face, like my nose or the edges of my chin, would sometimes get really dry and kind of flaky using it. So that's a little interesting. But nowadays I mostly use it on like my T-zone, forehead, etc. Places that usually get really oily, and it works very well in keeping oil away. During the night, I will use Garnier Moisture Rescue Refreshing Gel Cream. I do like this a lot. It seems kind of small, and I know what you're thinking. You're just like, oh, I'd run out of this. It doesn't seem worth it, but it is, and I'll tell you why. Because you really don't need a lot of product to cover your face. Like, since it's in a jar, I don't really like dipping my fingers in it again and again because I feel like it kind of gets dirty. So I'll use a Q-tip to just scoop a little bit out and put that on my fingers and put it on my face. And that's usually all it takes. It doesn't take a lot. It's a very watery, it's oil-free, and it has a watery texture, sort of. So it spreads evenly over the face without using a lot. It is very good for nighttime use, in my opinion. Something like a little heavier, more moisturizing, and I really do like this. I think it's one of the better moisturizers I've used, so I definitely recommend it. Okay, so after I put on any moisturizer, and I pretty much only do this during the day, people with oily skin, listen up, because this works miracles. And it's going to sound a little weird, but I use milk of magnesia on my skin. Now, I know what you're thinking, this is a laxative, why is this crazy girl telling us to put a laxative on her skin? But just hear me out, it does wonders for oily skin. You just take a little bit, pour it into the cap, dab your fingers in it, and spread it all over your face. And it just absorbs all the oil, all the shine, so fast, and it keeps your skin matte and nice and fresh looking. I mean, I really love this. It works so well, ever since I've started using it. I am so glad I started using this. I mean, I could go on about it, but I'm not because I'm starting to sound annoying, but really good for oily skin. Definitely try it out if you have the time. Finally, one thing I'll use if I have any, like, you know, when you wake up and you have that one big zit on your face and you're just like, God, I gotta get rid of this. So if that ever happens to me, I use my E.L.F Eyes, Lips, Face Zit Zapper. This has green tea extract and witch hazel, good stuff. And it comes in this little container. So you just open it up and dab it on your zit, wherever it may be. One interesting thing I thought about this. In my opinion, this smells stronger than the pure witch hazel. So that's a little odd. But it definitely gets rid of zits fast. So I like it a lot. And E.L.F, they have some really good products in certain things. So I definitely recommend this. Very good. Works well. So that is my basic skincare routine. I use all of these things for oily skin, acne control, etc. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.